Challenge accepted. It's official at WrestleMania. Bad Bunny versus Rey Mysterio. Oh, we cooking it up. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Maniaci Games, and welcome to another episode of WWE 2K23 Universe Mode. Welcome to Smackdown, man. We are 5 weeks out from WrestleMania, and this match right here that we kicking this off with, huge WrestleMania implications. Last episode of Raw Universe Mode, it was announced by Hall of Famer Edge that he put himself in this too. Money in the Bank ladder match. We had a fatal four-way on Raw, which Wesley won that, secured the last spot for Monday Night Raw. We got this fatal four-way to see who gets the final spot, not just overall, before SmackDown, man. So we got Chad Gable, Damian Priest, Omos, and the new and improved Angelo Dawkins. Now, of course, Damian Priest is in real life Mr. Money in the Bank right now. How y'all feel about that? Y'all think Damian Priest is cashing in at SummerSlam? I feel like it's a high possibility of it, man. Now, your boy will be in attendance for SummerSlam in Detroit, so if you see me, hey, say what's up. You know what I mean? Hey, you know, we got pretty decent seats, man. I'm actually pretty excited for it. It'll be my first ever pay-per-view going to. I've been to a ton of Raw and SmackDowns, but I've never been to a pay-per-view, man. So this will be my first one ever going to. But yeah, nonetheless though, back to Universe Mode, man. Damian Priest looking to secure a spot in that Money in the Bank ladder match. You know, the Judgment Day in my Universe Mode has not been having the best of luck lately. Of course, Rhea Ripley will be in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Finn Balor has no direction on this road to WrestleMania so far. And Damian Priest, man, he pretty much the last saving grace as far as Judgment Day and the success at WrestleMania could play for them, man. Of course, Rhea could do her thing, but imagine if you got Damian in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match while Rhea's in the women's, you know, hey, that's a 2 out of 3, you know, good odds for the Judgment Day. But I'll tell you what, though, as far as this match goes, if you're trying to square up with Omos, you ain't got good odds at all. At all, man. The Nigerian Giant. This man already pretty much the size of a ladder. So pretty much all he got to do is just reach up and grab the briefcase at that point, man. Now, Omos unsuccessful in that Elimination Chamber match to, you know, determine who faced Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania for that WWE title. But hey, Omos has had some WrestleMania luck since he came into the WWE, man. Winning the Raw Tag Team Championships in his debut at WrestleMania. Having a match with Brock Lesnar. You know, match with Bobby Lashley. Like, Omos has always had some WrestleMania luck. Can he make the card here in my Universe Mode, though? That's the question. Now, on paper, you look at it and it's like, man, Omos, this is an easy pick, an easy win. The size of Omos, man. Now I'm gonna be going to a WrestleMania, not instead of WrestleMania, SummerSlam Superstore in Detroit. I want to say it's on Friday. Omos is supposed to be there, so I'm gonna try to see if I can meet Omos in person, man. I'm hoping I can, man. And here we go, the new and improved Angelo Dawkins is in the building, man. Of course, the Street Profits is no more in this Universe Mode. Montez Ford over on Monday Night Raw, and Montez Ford is already in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And for Angelo Dawkins, he could qualify tonight and join his former partner in that ladder match, man. But one thing about it is this is not a tag team anything. Only one person can come out of that victorious, man. I'm rooting for Angelo in this, man. I don't want Angelo Dawkins to get lost in the sauce. I really don't, man. This guy's incredibly talented, extremely athletic. It's smoke season, baby. Fatal four-way first pinfall or submission ends this match. Here we go. Main event tonight, we got Bobby Lashley one-on-one with Carmelo Hayes in a champion versus champion match. Here we go. Look at this size difference. Omos and Chad Gable. You know, you look at, oh, for Gable, this is probably, you know, no man's territory at this point, man. You got a over 7-footer in Omos, a damn near 7-footer in Damian Priest. You got a lot of meat in Angelo Dawkins, pause. But, you know, oh, and Big Boo just taking, and look at that bulldog, Big Boo from Damian Priest, but Gable only down for a second. You know, interesting statistic about these four. Only one of these four men have ever held a singles championship in their career, that being Damian Priest, being a former United States champion, man. Everybody else has been tag team champions. But now look at this. Oh! I feel like Gable might possess the speed to probably get the job done, man. This is pretty much like the last Vine spot for WrestleMania. And look at Gable, nice reverse into a German, but Omos got he got some steel steps. Damian Priest rolling out of harm's way. Angelo Dawkins. You got to get rid of the threat known as Omos. And Priest going to work on Chad Gable. Now it's Priest going after Angelo. It looks like Angelo's going to take Omos up and over. And look at Gable. One thing about it, man, you cannot doubt Gable's strength. Y'all remember WrestleMania, what he did with Braun Strowman? Come on now. Gable is just, he is one of them, man. He's one of them. Gable and Priest at this point of the match have the best advantage to win it. When two of your opponents are on the outside of the ring, and I think that's a Boston crab that Omos got applied to Angelo Dawkins. I feel like each of these four participants definitely got something in their own way, you know, why this Money in the Bank ladder match means so much to them. You know, you look at the string of bad luck for the Judgment Day for Damian Priest. You look at Omos looking to prove that he's still a giant. Oh, I thought Priest was going to go face first on them steps. You know, Omos needs to validate himself that he is who he says he is. You got Chad Gable, who's always been overlooked, always been looked at as the smaller guy. This could be his time to break through. You got Angelo Dawkins, his partner, his former partner, is in that ladder match. And imagine watching WrestleMania from home while your partner is in the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania, man. This is a must-win situation for all four of these participants as the action is all over the place on the outside. And Gable, belly-to-belly suplex on Dawkins as Priest now changes his direction to Chad. And Omos just swatted away. Oh, and a headbutt to Gable in mid-shoosh. Omos not here to play. He's choking out Damian Priest. I ain't never seen Damian Priest be held like that. And Priest couldn't even take Omos down. This is like the battle of the Titans with Omos and Priest. Now action back inside the ring, and Gable proud of himself, but you got to watch your back. Luckily recuperated, but Omos, oh boy. Why is Omos going up top? Omos, the ring can't hold all that. Diving elbow. And nice power bomb from Chad, but here's the cover on Priest. They kick out at one. Gable looked a little nervous, like he didn't want to get in the ring at first. Now it's Omos, no. Now Gable, kick to the gut. Saw this earlier in the match. You gotta do watch change what's working. Gable going to town. Going to town. The Olympian is going to town. And look at the kip up from Damian Priest, only to be tackled by Angelo Dawkins. And now it's Dawkins now tossing. Looking to finally come out on his own and do something. You know, Montez Ford has already had an opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship already. And look at Priest, got that sledgehammer. Triple H definitely in Gorilla proud of that one. Here's a cover. Down on Angelo Dawkins. Priest could be going to WrestleMania. Not so fast. A tackle. Now Chad. Atomic drop-like move to Priest. And STO from Omos to Priest. Priest getting a lot of damage. And Chad there to break it up, but Priest also kicked out. First pinfall or submission is this match. Clearly no disqualifications, no countouts. Winner of this gets the last spot at WrestleMania in the men's Money in the Bank ladder matches. Omos gets a sledgehammer to the gut, getting out of harm's way. And Chad got one in the corner to the chest, it looked like. Angelo, spine buster. And Angelo looking to get his ticket to WrestleMania. No. I thought Dawkins had it. Omos got that chair. What's more dangerous than a giant with a chair? A giant. Now Angelo, kick to the gut. Angelo looking to get something going. Gable got Omos down, but why are you picking the giant up? Are you crazy, Chad? And once again, neck breaker. Now Gable turning his focus to Angelo Dawkins. Now Dawkins, now haymaker to Gable. But oh boy, oh! I think Gable may have saved Angelo Dawkins' life expectancy, but shortening his own two-handed choke slam. And Angelo and Priest knew that that would have been catastrophic. Oh, and Priest just low blowed the giant. Yo! Priest is playing dirty. Priest is playing dirty. Wait a minute, Damian Priest. South of heaven, no. Countered by Angelo. And Chad trying to shoosh the crowd. Come on, Chad, you ain't got time for that. Get in the ring, get to the action. Omos ain't gonna like this now. Now it's Omos into a fireman's carry. Angelo Dawkins got to be 8 feet in the air. Taking down Omos. Sometimes you got to get amateur with it. Running bulldog to Gable. Come on, Dawkins. Come on. Oh, and a spear from Priest to Angelo Dawkins, taking Dawkins out of the equation. Oh, ringing ears of Gable. And look at this. Double team, but Gable, the underdog of this match, going to town. Come on, Gable, 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 Gable. Yo! And Chad Gable, this might be his time. This might be his moment. And Angelo Dawkins, but almost also kicked out. Dawkins now has a chair. Oh! A rolling ball-like move from Gable to Angelo. And now look at this tossing Priest. Here's a cover from Omos to Priest. Ah, and Gable's there, but I believe Priest also kicked out. This is what the last spot at WrestleMania means, man. You win this, you got an opportunity. Wait a minute. An opportunity to not just wrestle at WrestleMania, to not just compete in Money in the Bank, to not just possibly win Money in the Bank, but you got a possibility to become world heavyweight or WWE champion, something that neither of these four men, none of these four men have ever done before in their careers, man. And Omos, Priest, and Dawkins are on the outside, and Chad eating the chair. To the arms, to the legs. And now Omos looking to seal his WrestleMania fate. And Omos is going to WrestleMania. The WrestleMania look continues for the Nigerian Giant, who was dominant in this match. Oh, man. Where's my notebook at? Let me see. This is what we got then. WrestleMania. We got Edge, Montez Ford, Kevin Owens, Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, Ricochet, Wesley, and now Omos. Who's leaving WrestleMania as Money in the Bank? And here we are back on SmackDown. LA Knight one-on-one with one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Kofi Kingston, but the ref has been knocked out. The ref has been knocked out. And now Kofi out here solo dolo. You know, we got WrestleMania on the horizon. Nothing so far for the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Of course, Big E is busy over on Raw as the Intercontinental Champion. He got a problem with Brock Lesnar, and Gunther has a problem with him. WrestleMania, Big E, Gunther, and Lesnar. Triple threat match, but LA Knight taking advantage of Kofi. Look at this arrogance of LA Knight. Yeah. The kick to the gut. DDT to Kofi Kingston. I feel like this was almost like a ploy, a plot, a plan for LA Knight just to go after and distract Kofi Kingston. Maybe something bigger. Kofi can get very surgical with his kicks. Ducking the haymaker from Knight. Now Kofi Kingston snap suplex into a pin. Could that be it? The ref is now fully recovered. Kick out at 1. Kofi Kingston. Look at this. Look at this. Kofi Kingston, a very talented, dynamic superstar who's been around for a very long time. For sure, future Hall of Famer. One thing about him, man, he's held pretty much every championship there is to hold here in the WWE. LA Knight wrestled all over the world. Considered to be a vet here in the industry. But here in the WWE, you know, none of that really means anything once you get here, because this is where the big boys play, man. LA Knight now. Sidewalk slam. That's an interesting sidewalk slam. A flashy sidewalk slam. Knight, no. Oh. Kind of 4. This match started out kind of on an intense note. Kind of 6. Oh. Now Kofi, trouble in paradise to LA Knight. Oh, and Knight kicks out. Kofi's bleeding. That trouble in paradise came out of nowhere. Now Kofi cooking. What is he cooking? Whatever he's cooking, LA Knight about to extinguish it. Now Kofi might just be too fast for LA Knight to keep up with, in all honesty. And again, a sidewalk slam. And he calls it, oh, the BFT. Here's the cover on Kofi. And a kick out at 2. Both men hit each other with their best so far. Following this match, we got champion versus champion. WWE champion Bobby Lashley versus the new United States champion Carmelo Hayes in our main event. Is now Kofi looking once again. Hitting LA Knight with a suplex. You gotta keep it basic. Back to the basics for Kofi. Kofi's a vet. He knows all about keeping it simple. Now Kofi looking for the boom drop. Oh no, not the boom drop. Thought it was gonna be the boom drop, but a splash nonetheless, and a very effective splash at that. Kofi. No. Shot from LA Knight now, but LA Knight gotta remember Kofi's quick, man. He's fast. Now LA Knight, what's LA Knight thinking? It's LA Knight thinking. Kofi choked up on the ropes. Not playing fair, but LA don't come to play fair. Elbow drop there. Oh, whoa, whoa, Kofi. Bad positioning for LA Knight at that moment. No. And now LA Knight, look at this. Look at that. Oh, that boy too cold. Let's go. That might do it. LA Knight has just pinned one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champs. But the thing about it is LA Knight is a single person. He's a single person though. I mean, you still pinned the champion though. What does this mean for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship picture at WrestleMania. Yeah. I said yeah. LA Knight. Yeah. Main event time. 5 weeks out from WrestleMania. And what we do know, that's for certain, when it comes down to this man and WrestleMania, is that he is going into WrestleMania as United States Champion. And I know y'all see the gang is back together, boy. Trick Williams on the side of Carmelo Hayes. These boys, they came a long way from the days of NXT, man. Carmelo Hayes have been holding it down, being a part of MVP Enterprise. And you gotta wonder, Trick Williams for sure also a part of the Enterprise as well, man. Now this is a main event. Listen, Carmelo, we might as well call him main event Melo at this point, man. Defeated Rey Mysterio and John Cena in the triple threat match. This man playing chess, not checkers, captured his United States Championship back. Two-time U.S. champion, baby. Never doubt Melo, man. It's gonna be a hell of a feat for him, though, man. You going up against an almighty. You going up against a man who in 5 weeks goes one-on-one with the Celtic Warrior Sheamus with the WWE Championship on the line. Talk about a match that's gonna be 110% pure intensity and just everything, man. It's gonna be, let's just say, I hope WrestleMania, I hope the city got officers on standby, man, because that match is combustible, man. Bobby Lashley, one of the most intense players here in the WWE. You got to put him in the same category with the likes of guys like Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, Batista. You look at the size of Bobby Lashley. This man is chiseled out of stone. This man look like money. He smell like money because he is money. He is everything he says he is. And he is our WWE champion. I like that. I like what I did there, man. Now listen, it was noted by Sheamus that there's no animosity between himself and Bobby Lashley. There's no bad blood. There's no real beef. But when it comes down to it, that WWE Championship around the waist to Lashley, that's what it's all about. WrestleMania, that's what it's all about, man. And at this time of the year, man, friendships and everything, that's all out the window. We got champion versus champion, and Carmelo tried to go for a bicycle kick out the gate, and Lashley looked like a Uranagi out the gate, but these two know each other pretty well, man. Carmelo Hayes came into SmackDown very arrogant, very cocky, stepping up to legends, disrespecting legends. But here we go, and a kick out at one. Imagine Carmelo's ego if he defeats Bobby Lashley. Now STO there. If he defeats Bobby Lashley, and Lashley, yo! Y'all remember ECW 2007, Bobby Lashley versus Umaga. That steel cage match. Lashley did a similar thing like that. He kind of just, you know, this is what I mean. I'll talk about the intensity of Bobby Lashley, man. Unpredictability as well, man. Lashley, of course, not wasting any time on Melo for Carmelo Hayes. If I was him, I would also have eyes in the back of my head too, because listen, after he won that United States Championship match, who was backstage watching him? The phenomenal AJ Styles. AJ Styles wants some smoke with Carmelo Hayes. Melo has yet to address that, but but Bobby Lashley, straight up intensity, man. You gotta talk about what's going on with Lashley on SmackDown in real life, man. This whole Suit Profits thing, man. Lashley, Montez, and Angelo, but now look at this Dominator on Carmelo. And now look at Trick Williams playing with the WWE champ. Trick Williams in his SmackDown debut just playing with the WWE champion, man. And now, whoa, look like last year, I thought he was going for a hurt lock. Carmelo, he had his day one at his side to help him out. And Carmelo swinging neck breaker, beautifully executed, man. This is why this man is a two-time United States champ. This is why this man is walking into WrestleMania as United States champion. Melo, one of the very rare times you will ever see that man miss. That's all I'm gonna say. And Melo eating the ring apron. This match is definitely speed versus power. And now look at that speed right there from Carmelo. Quick thinking from Carmelo, the mind of a vet. Now Lashley, but Melo saving himself. And oh, I don't know what Melo was looking for right then and there, but Lashley hits him with a swinging neck breaker of his own. Be mindful of the ref's count, kind of 8 already. Lashley, kind of 9 from the ref. And Lashley, suicide dive through the ring. He stopped the ref from counting to 10. That's what I mean when I talk about that intensity code breaker. Oh, man. And Melo looking to score a win over the WWE champ. Because imagine, Carmelo beats Bobby Lashley tonight. What does this mean post-WrestleMania? If Lashley does defeat Sheamus, or, you know, even if Sheamus wins, Melo still holds a win over someone who is WWE champion. Actively WWE champion, man. Now listen, Carmelo up top. Nice! He don't miss. Here's the cover on Lashley. Melo, kick out at 2. Now listen, this is why Carmelo Hayes is my favorite wrestler right now, man. Even in the video game, and he did it again. He did it again. Even in the video game, he just don't miss. Kick out at 2 again. You need to go for the trifecta, Melo. One more time. He got the WWE champion grounded though, man, and that's what's most important. That's what's most important, man. And Lashley getting out of that. Oh, this is crazy. Nice. Oh. And Lashley clothesline. Straight up power. Pure aggression from the Almighty. And Lashley, hurt lock is in. Hurt lock is in. Nobody gets out of the hurt lock. Melo's out. Melo's out. Lashley is victorious. Let's go. Straight up domination, but you got to give credit where credit is due to the U.S. champ, man. Carmelo Hayes hit Lashley with some of his best. Back-to-back too, man. But it wasn't enough. Now if I'm Sheamus, I'm taking notes for WrestleMania. If I'm Sheamus, and speaking of Sheamus,